Hello people of reason, people of the cloth, and people of a liberal dysfunction. Let's begin this subject with a short video in which I will follow up on detailing specific examples of the things in which I speak today. The subject of relaying one's opinions, or what some very mistakenly call freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is a brilliant thing, but what a lot of people in England do not, or Britain, do not understand is we do not have it. We can be prosecuted for many things we say, and the only country on the planet to truly live under the comfort of such free expressionism is the United States of America. So anytime someone in this country tells you they have freedom of speech, or that your freedom of speech is actually hatred, remind them that thanks to a government which is not entirely secular and not entirely honest, we do not in fact have free speech, and your opinions have to match the laws in which we have been provided. In other words, you are but a lemming to the government's will. Your belief system is made up for you, and if you say anything outside that box, you are liable to be punished by the people that made it. I cannot speak highly enough of the freedoms in which we do live by, but perfection is very much far away when the importance of my opinion is diminished by other people's need to please other people. And it is said by a liberal side, or those defending their faith-based beliefs, that the minimal freedom that we have to express ourselves in Europe or Britain, or the complete expression that you have to free yourself with in America, is in fact used as an excuse to spread hatred, which people could certainly be found guilty of. But it would be certainly fair to say, in my opinion, that the long-term residents of these countries are more entitled to give stupid or ridiculous opinions, which their own people may shun, than the mistakes of other people from other places whose expression of free will outdoes ours when it comes to insidious nastiness. But let's get straight to the point now of why I made this video, and the only thing in which this subject should conclude for anyone with half a brain cell. Free speech may display hatred or untruths, but it would also display truth. In a Western world so sensitive to truth, then the only thing that's going to muster it from the cold cave in which it lives is that very thing in which you exercise to shut that person down. Free speech is what gave us everything we have, and in countries like our own it had to be done very cleverly to come to the conclusions in which we know and live by today. But most importantly, the biggest thing that should play a part in your mentality about this subject is this. Any one person should be allowed to discredit themselves. If you think someone's a pervo, or a weirdo, or a racist, or a lunatic, as long as no physical crime or genuine upset has been caused by verbal assault to any one person, you should allow this person to make a fool of themselves, and then let the public make the decision that that person is unreliable. By your crying about it, all you're doing is implying that they might be right and you don't like it. If you know they're wrong, then let the populace make that decision and condemn them. If I came out and I was free to say loads of ridiculous racist slander, guess what everyone's going to think I am? I'm not going to be able to go anywhere. No one's going to want to talk to me. So why would you stop someone being able to ruin their own life? Because it goes the same for other subjects. We now can't talk about other things because point A was too offensive to get to point F. Never mind Z. Unless something promotes or sanctifies violence, then allow the trolls and the comedians of this world to undermine them for us. Or have the guts to say something back and develop an argument in which would crush them. And sometimes what you think is hatred, to many hundreds or thousands or sometimes millions of others, it isn't. So unless sexual or physical abuse is being promoted, I'd suggest your melodramatic whinging is in fact a bad loser mentality, because everyone I've ever heard, I don't want to shut them down, I want to give them my input and see how they react, not shut them off because I can't handle the argument. This has been Mr. Heretic at Revelation Be Damned. It's about time that you think for yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you.